TribLIVE Radio presents Gladiators of the Cage, online at GOTCMMA.com and on Twitter at GladiatorMMA412. It's time to get all the inside info on the Pittsburgh MMA scene right now, right here, only on TribLIVE Radio.
It's the most combative day of the week on TribLIVE Radio. It's Tuesday. We got Wrestling Reality every single week, 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern. That's brought to you by and presented by Gladiators of the Cage MMA. And then at 3 o'clock, we have the MMA half hour with the guys from Gladiators of the Cage. Gladiators of the Cage, awesome MMA action based in Pittsburgh. But you don't have to just be in Pittsburgh to enjoy it. You can check out the fights on their website. And if you're at various places in the Western PA area, the fights are simulcast and broadcast in the different bars and venues. I'm Justin LeBar for TribLIVE Radio. We got a new face with the Gladiators Empire, but we're always happy to learn and meet the entire team. Josh Cromer. Josh, thanks for being here, man. And
no problem.
Robert, unfortunately dealing with a personal issue. Scott probably chasing a car somewhere.
I think the hotties.
We'll just stick with chasing a car somewhere. Josh is in here. He's going to be doing the half hour with me. And Josh, we're going to kick it off. We're on the TribLIVE Radio YouTube. Please subscribe if you have not done so already. And talk about Bellator, who they just had a 6-man tournament this past weekend.
They did.
And you're not a fan.
I'm not a fan because the 6-man tournament, if somebody gets hurt, they got to replace them right there and there. It's not like the movie Warrior where you fought until you were done. It didn't matter if you were hurt or not. You continued. You got hurt in this, the Athletic Commission put an end to it.
How do you think? How did the public receive this? How does the fan base?
I've heard mixed opinions, but my opinion is it wasn't a great showing. They had glory fights there too.
Now, obviously UFC is the industry leader, so to speak, but Bellator, very respectable in there too. I'll be honest, I think the only Bellator show I've watched in recent memory was the big special they had with Kimbo.
Was it?
I just blanked too. I did the same thing on Spike though.
Rashard Evans.
No, not that one. Kimbo, I blank. We'll get back to it in a second. I'll Google in a second. But that's the last one anyway. Bellator. Point being, is this a common thing that they do?
They try to do the tournaments. They used to do a tournament like this was for the 205 weight class.
Okay.
They used to do set tournaments where there was so many weeks of
Ken
fights.
Shamrock.
That's it.
It's right on the tip of my head. Sorry, go ahead.
But they do the actual show where it's like 6 weeks of fights. They put opponents up against each other and the winner advances. That way a tournament should be.
Right. Well, I guess you can't fault them for trying to, they're trying to get
up there with the UFC.
Well, and you're trying to differ yourself and create your own hole and create your own spot in the industry. But like you said, I guess there's a lot of drawbacks to that in the first place. And so, well, I like your comparison, like the movie Warrior. Real quick before we end here on the TribLIVE Radio YouTube, we actually were talking about her weeks ago. This Paige VanZant.
Okay.
Is here. We want to talk about this. She's going to be headlining Thursday night fights after only having a couple fights. So
she's only had 3 fights in the UFC.
Is this because she's a pretty face?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out because she's knocked out every opponent she's fought. I mean, she hasn't lost yet in the UFC.
Well, so there's a selling point there.
There is a selling point. She's a 115-pounder. She's a straw weight. Not very many girls at that weight fight.
Yeah, I would say what
I think there's maybe
how many opponents are there to choose from? Yeah,
10 or 11, if that.
Huh. So Paige VanZant. So that's going to start. That's starting here soon with Thursday.
That'll be right before the Ultimate Fighter finale.
Okay.
Which her fight's Thursday night. You got the Ultimate Fighter winner, which is Frankie Edgar against Chad Money Mendez. Then Saturday night is your Conor McGregor Jose Aldo fight.
There you go.
What a great weekend of fights.
Absolutely, a great weekend of fights. And again, you can follow the Gladiators of the Cage guys on social media. They're always talking about not only what they got going on, but they're talking about all that's going on in the business, as we do here. And make sure you subscribe to our TribLIVE Radio YouTube channel.